also loads of people have been watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do what's in my kit bag for you. As you know, I'm a working hair and makeup artist. I work in TV and film, and most recently I've worked on a show in the UK called Murder in Successville. So I run the department for that, so I break down the scripts, and then I have a team of amazing assistants who I absolutely love. So I have a key assistant and then 2 other assistants that help me. Without them it wouldn't be possible. It's all about the old teamwork. But one thing I'm really hot on is on-set bags. So this is my on-set bag. It's from MJ Company, which honestly I have to say she's designed the most awesome kit bags because they come in all different colours, leopard print, zebra, neon, gold, silvers. They're gorgeous, but I'm a bit boring and old school, so I've just got the black leather one. So what I'll do is when I finish my makeup, whoever I'm working on, I'll have a little tube because I can't take my big brush belt onto set with me because way too many brushes. I mean, I am obsessed with brushes, but you have to draw the line somewhere. So I've got my Spectrum powder brush and then my Kabuki brush that I use to do my base, and my brow brush just to comb through should I need to. And then I put also some clean brushes in there as well, so just some flat eyeshadow brushes if I need to touch up around the eye, and then a big loose powder brush. And then I've just got my favourites that I put in, which is, this one's actually a Smashbox dual-ended flat brush with, this is what I would use for my transition tone, which is like the 217 from MAC, and then a 224, so that'll go in as well. I've got the other brushes that I used on the look, which was the flat brush for the powder for around the lip to stop it bleeding, that Kryolan colour that I used across my lid, and then the eyebrow brush from High Definition, and the 242 MAC flat concealer brush. So I'll put all of those in. As just for safe measure, I'll put in my fan brush, and I'll put in another big powder brush, just so. I'll just pop them all in my little tube. This tube's from Kryolan. If you're not aware of Kryolan, you should get down to their shop. It's amazing. It's got a lot of neons and glitters and special effects makeup, so because I work in that in TV and film, I'm always in there, so I'm a massive fan. So these tubes are really good to carry around with you in your bag, so that goes in there. Then I also do hair as well, so I've always got the can of Elnet, my favourite. I do love Bumble and Bumble as well. There's loads of different products that I love, but Elnet's great because you can spray it and brush it through and it doesn't create that build up in the hair. So if you're on set for like a 16-hour day, it's good to have on you. I always have one of these smoothing brushes with a tail comb should I need to like smooth back the hair or get any of the flyaways out the way. Continuity is so important for TV and film, and you really need to kind of be on top of any flyaway hairs. So this is like an essential kit tool that I need to have. And also the Mason Pearson brush is brilliant for smoothing away any flyaways because it really picks up on camera. So I've got those. And then I have my little pins and grips, my little box of pins and grips. So I've got bobby pins in all different colours, silver, gold, black, brown, matte coloured. Then I've got some hair bands and some bungee ties, just because you never know what's going to happen. You could get on set, and if you've not had a chance to speak with a director or producer and they all of a sudden they don't like the look, they want to change the hair, they want to put it in a ponytail, you won't have time to go back to the trailer and do it. Everything's got to be done there and then on set, so it's best to be prepared and have everything you need. So there's those. Then in there I always take a little splash of this, which is the Eye Pro makeup remover from MAC. It's the water-based eye makeup remover. I love it. Bioderma is also really good because you don't get that oily residue. They're water-based eye makeup removers, but just in case you need to go in and remove anything around the eyes, so I have that in there with me. If you're on location and it's boiling hot, obviously you should always have prep the skin beforehand with SPF, but always take SPF with you. This is Nivea 30, so got that in there. Then I have the Bobbi Brown Pro Concealer Palette, which has got the concealer on one side in like 27 shades each side, which is amazing. So it just basically covers all skin tones, which is awesome. I've got that there, so that's an essential. I think you just have to realise that you're on set for a very long time once you get out there, and you can't be running backwards and forwards, and you need to limit and sort of minimise everything you have. Then I've got a dual palette, Kryolan, which is the dual finish foundation and powder in one. So for dusting over, I never use a sponge for these because I don't want to layer up the makeup. It's really important that the characters that you're creating or the makeup that you're producing to go on TV and film looks really light and you can still see the skin, so I use those. So I've stumbled across this year, which I'm absolutely in love with, is the Chantecaille HD Perfecting Powder. It was a mattifier, but it looks amazing on screen. It's really light and I've got it on now. I love it. So there's that, it's a little compact. So good just for taking off any residue, any oils on the surface of the skin. Also, Bare Minerals have just introduced this Bare Pro product, which is again very similar to the Kryolan one. This one's Toffee 19. This is the colour I've been using. It's the foundation and powder in one. It comes with a pressed sponge at the back. I don't tend to use those either. I use brushes because I always like the makeup to go on really lightly. So depending on who you're working with and what shade you're using, I'd always put their colour that you've used in the bag. Some push sponges, like these triangle wedges, are awesome from Kryolan, just to get around up under the eye. Really good for that, and around the mouth area as well. Got a translucent powder here, which is the Laura Mercier loose setting powder. I'm a big fan of that. Also, I really love the MAC Invisible powder. That's also another nice one. And then tissues, I always use these travel tissues because they can just fold up and minimise into nothing or lay flat. These are from Boots. I think they're like $1.30 each, but they're really good. They're my favourite tissues. I mean, is there such a thing? Yes, there is. So there's those. Nudestix have created an awesome range, which is what I'm wearing on my lips, which is the Raven lip colour, and I've teamed it with a Barry M lip liner, but they've created an awesome range of makeup in the form of sticks, so Nudestix. These are concealers and there's 6 shades to these, so I also have these just to dot and dab, just in case I need to run in and just like dot and dab over and just kind of use my fingers rather than getting my Bobbi Brown palette out and kind of going in when there isn't really time to do that. So they're amazing. So I've got all my green stickers around them because I use them on set. So that's the other thing. I always label all of my stuff because when you're working with a big team of people, a lot of people, use the same stuff and it can get confusing. So it's good to just label it up so you've got all your things in one place, really. And then also these concealers are amazing. It's the MAC Pro Concealer Palette. This is NC30, NW25, NC35, NW35 with mid yellow and mid peach for colour correction at the bottom. They do like 4 or 5 of these in different shades, so depending on who you're working with and what tones that you need, obviously take that palette with you. This is what I've been using on myself and what I would use around my mouth as well. I've used the NW25, so that's why that's in the kit bag. So there's that. Then I've got the lip shades here, Barry M and the Nudestix Raven for touching up. Straws, essential, especially when you're working with women, to protect their lips and your beautiful lip work that you've done. And then I'm just coming round to the pockets here. On this side I've got Baroccas. When you're on set for a long time, sorry my voice is going croaky, I need some water, which reminds me, when you're on set a long time, drink a lot of water, you're going to need it, you're standing on your feet. A lot of people take Zucca cases with them on set so they can use those to sit down. I never tend to do that, I probably should because I feel like now I'm 34, my knees feel like they're crumbling from standing up for hours on end. But Berocca is always a good little pep up, a good alternative to espresso, although having said that, I do live on coffee when I'm on set, so I do drink plenty of water to kind of flush that through as well. Here is some floss for teeth, if your client has a snack in between and they need to floss. Also, floss sticks are really awesome to have in your kit bag. I also tend to take their toothbrush. For everybody I'm working with on set within the team, I'll have everybody a toothbrush in little pots, you know, in little tubs labelled up, and everything's set out in boxes and labelled, so everything's sort of stacked out in the makeup room for them to come in when they've had their lunch and then just freshen up, because it is a long day, so it's nice to keep fresh. So I've packed my individual lashes, because for this look I use the individuals, so they're in there as well with some duo, and I also take little nail scissors, hand scissors, little tiny scissors for whatever you might need, who knows. This is Perfect Matte Mattifier from Kryolan, which is awesome, especially when you're working with men as well. It's good for, you know, if they're receding or anything like that, just to kind of take that shine away. So really good, and minimises pores as well. So that's a good investment. MAC also do a great one, and I also love Smashbox as well. So there's those, and I've got the Kiehl's lip balm as well, which I love, or Vaseline, depending on what you like using. And then moving on to the next, it's kind of like my medical pocket in here. So I've got my plasters. These are ridiculous, they're moustache plasters. How cool are they? Love them. So I'll put those in. You never know, blisters, anything like that. So, and then Tums, indigestion or anything like that, you never know. I'm kind of really sort of, you know, you can be on location and just be stuck out in the middle of nowhere and then someone's got indigestion. Normally there's a medic on set, but if you're working personally with someone, it's just easier to have all those things that you know that you can hand over, that are over the counter, you know, relief from, I don't know, sore throat if you've got tunes, or horse soothers in this case, or some paracetamol if a headache crops up, or a sore throat. I always carry these dissolvable paracetamols, especially if you're working with people who tour and go on stage and they suffer with a sore throat, then they're good for that. And also I always carry around eye drops, just saline eye drops, so just to freshen up the eyes there after lunch or whilst filming. So there's all of those, and then I've got a pen and a pencil just in case for notes if they need to make script notes. Then in the other pocket I've got antibacterial hand gel. I'm obsessed with hygiene and keeping everything clean. You're in, obviously, myself as a makeup artist, I'm in close proximity to people, working with them closely into their face, so the last thing I want is to have like any sort of like, you know, grubby hands, or I sort of steer away from, I mean, I don't smoke anyway, but I would sort of avoid, if you do smoke, don't smoke at work. It's also really important to kind of avoid whiffy foods, because if you're doing someone's makeup and you've just had a gob full of garlic, that's the last thing that they're going to want when they're sitting in the makeup chair. So, but hands, keep your hands clean, and then some hand cream as well over the top. But again, not just for you, but for the artist. Little medical pack that I take with me, which has got like non-drowsy allergy relief, it's got Piriton in there, it's got more plasters in there, like padded, in case there's any blisters coming up, like these pads of plasters. I've got like Imodium, because you just never know, Piriton, Nurofen, Microleve, toothpicks, I've got eye drops, also earplugs, so much stuff in here. It's like the never-ending pool of, I feel like a doctor. And then what else have I got? Like Anti-Sam, which is for insect bites, insect bites. So you never know. So those Nurofen, Oversoil inhalers, just everything really. I've just hay fever relief, just so I've got everything prepared so that if my client asks, I have them there rather than racing back all the way back to the trailer. But as I said, normally it's a Medicon set, but just so you've got it with you, you never know. So that's what's in my kit bag. Obviously it will vary to what project I'm working on and who I'm working with, but I hope you found that insightful. Do have a look at these bags, the MJ ones, they're amazing and they carry a lot and they're really lightweight to start with, which is really important because obviously you've got to get all that stuff in there for a start. So, oh, and I'd also have wipes in there as well, sorry. Forgot about that, they're lurking in the bottom there, and Q-tips, of course, you need those. So I hope that's been helpful. That's what's in my set bag. Thanks for watching, tell me what you think. This one's for you, Michaela. I know you've been dying to know what's in my on-set bag, so this is for you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Lots of love, bye everyone, see ya.